Okay, so Marc, it's finished here. Hempstead Town 1, Dorking Wanderers 0. Can you give us your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought we were second best today. Try to call it as I see it. Many players, I thought, didn't show the aggression. I thought we lost the midfield battle right from the start of the game. We knew what I knew, and I communicated to the boys the way that Sammy's teams play. Always on the front foot, aggressive, put the ball in dangerous areas. And I thought we defended really well for long periods. But I kind of felt like we played not to lose to a degree at the back. For as well as we defended, second half in particular, we didn't try to play out, and I was mostly disappointed with that, especially when their kind of Vardy-like striker that just did not stop running went off injured, and was replaced by someone with less running. It was a great opportunity to play out, and we turned our back on it and went direct, and that's what disappointed me. The instruction was to go direct. We didn't think the pitch would be brilliant, so if we're pressed, then we'll go a bit more direct. Sam's got a good kick, Jason's back playing. So instruction was go direct when we need to, but we have to make sure we try and play in different phases in order to beat them, and we didn't do that second half, and we lost the midfield battle. And if you're going to go direct, you need your midfield to win the battle. Obviously our boys that playing there are not really used to that type of game. I thought across the 90, I thought Niall, Luke Moore and McShane were second best. In hindsight, I thought it's a game, if I had to choose a team again, Dan Gallagher would have done better on this type of pitch. Him and Jake would have closed down space and would have battled a lot better, I think, than the boys that in there that played. So I'll have to I'll look at myself for that one. But it was a game that it didn't have, for me, it wasn't a great game. But if anyone deserved to win it, Hemel did. We have to call it as we see it. I've said to the boys, I've been really fair with them recently. I mean, I know that I'm kind of direct in terms of where the goals can come from when we get beat. But and I keep telling them, look, we have to talk about the playoff race because we're in it, and we're still in it now. And the fact is, you can't afford to look at previous results. You can't say, well, that's 4 unbeaten. It's 1 unbeaten. You've lost your last game, and you're only as good as your last game. You have to go into the next game, and you have to improve. And I think I've spoke to the boys about, look, any team that puts together 3-4 wins will be in the playoffs, and I think maybe that speak needs to disappear, because I think they played today. They didn't play with the aggression and tenacity of a team that really thought they were up against it, and I think maybe I've over-convinced them that they will end up in them playoffs this year. The playoffs are a long way out for us now. I mean, we need to take each game at a time. Haven't next, and we need to pick a different side next week potentially against them. They're having a great run. We're not having a great run. So it's a challenging time. I think the biggest positive for me today, the amount of supporters that came up here, and how much they cheered us off at the end and sung us off when we're having a bad spell. That you can't dress up the situation. We're having a bad spell. There's no question. Quite often bad spells start off unlucky and end up with when you actually performances drop off too, because confidence goes a bit. That's quite a common trait. And I thought today showed signs of that. So we'll have to work really hard at picking the right side and boys that are committed to our position. We are only still one great win, one great win against Havant, and the whole mindset changes, everything changes, the outlook of everybody changes. But we can't keep finding positives that aren't on the pitch. You've got to find the positives on the pitch, as much as you can state the facts about what's what.
Yeah, of course, going into that the next match against Havant and Waterloo next Saturday, how are you and the management team going to be preparing for that one?
We'll probably get some 4-2 after the last game and batten up the goal. I think they're a full-time team. That's the bottom line. They train 3 times a week. Their preparation will be brilliant. Paul Doswell's been there, done it as a manager. I respect him as a manager. I think they've got some great players. They're in great form as well. They played themselves into good form. I think we'll look to win the game. We'll look to play a team that can win it. We'll have to match them man for man. We'll have to play players that match them man for man. And we've got to be fair to boys that have not played, that want to play. We've got to bring people in. We've got to try and find a spark or two. There's no point relying upon individuals that are playing week in, week out, and until we find results, we need to be bold in our team selection and put players in that are hungry. I think that's where we're at right now. Next week won't even define the finishing position. It will just, it'll add to it, but it won't define it. What I'm really conscious of is I want to find some form. I was utterly, I'm really disappointed with today because the performance was really poor by our standards, and what I want us to do is find form, and that's it. I thought the way the game was going, it was going to be a goalless draw, and it might give us something to build on, albeit not a great day at the office. But we got sucker punched, and that's disappointing. Well, credit to Hemel, I'll say that. They defended really well, and they done what they do brilliantly.
And lastly, just off the field, I mean, it was fantastic, as you said, to see so many. I think it was 70 plus Dorking fans made the trip, which is something I'm sure you're really proud of to see. Yeah, brilliant. I mean, really good. It's all about supporting the club, win, lose or draw, and that's what we all do. And obviously, when you have these days, it just makes the passion even, the fire in the belly even greater, because you're looking forward to the next good day. So that's what we're looking forward to, the next good day.